And by Zillow, with homes for sale, historical pricing data, and photos all available on Zillow.com or on their mobile apps. Zillow, find your way home. Education reporting on Marketplace is supported in part by the Kresge Foundation, working to expand opportunities in America's cities. More at Kresge.org.
The World Cup starts Thursday, so we're going to tell the story of how technology changes business through the making of a soccer ball. We often talk of how fast technology moves, but in manufacturing, technological change can actually be surprisingly slow. How and why it spreads is something of a mystery, but Marketplace's Sabri Benashur has this rare look inside the process, from an Ivy League school to a Pakistani factory to your kid's soccer field.
This is the sound of soccer balls being made by a guy named Muhammad Urfnana in Sialkot, Pakistan.
My primary job is to cut hexagon and pentagon pieces.
About 40% of the world's soccer balls are made there, and a bunch of economists thought it would be a great test tube for studying how innovation spreads.
So we went to Sialkot.
Eric Verhoeven is a professor at Columbia's School of International and Public Affairs. He introduced a really cheap technological innovation. It was basically just a tool to cut shapes from the fake leather in a less wasteful way.
And so we're talking about something like 12% increase in profits from adopting this.
He got the idea watching YouTube videos of Chinese factories who compete with Pakistani factories.
Industrial espionage via YouTube.
Anyway, he gave it to a bunch of factories and waited to see how fast this great new innovation spread.
After about 15 months, we had 6 firms out of 135 in town that were using our technology, which seems slow.
Why would a factory just leave cheap, money-saving technology on the table?
I told the owner that it's not going to work.
Workers didn't like it.
For us cutters, this means lower daily wages.
They get paid by the piece, so initially, as they learned the new equipment, they'd be slower and make less. The workers' interests and the factories weren't in sync.
You always have to share with the workers.
Hal Sirkin is a senior partner at Boston Consulting Group.
It can be a small amount, but they need to benefit as well. Otherwise, you'll have even more resistance to the change and it won't work.
When workers were given bonuses to learn the new technology, a lot more factories adopted it. This isn't just a problem for factories or for developing countries. Robert Gibbons teaches at MIT's Sloan School.
Some conflict of interest is a conspicuous and ongoing feature of essentially all organizations.
Senior employees might block a new software because younger workers will be better at it. Bankers, paid by the loan, might take more risks than their managers prefer. And not all conflicts of interest can be resolved with a simple bonus. In New York, I'm Sabri Benashur for Marketplace.
Something you might have washed your face with this morning is now illegal. Illinois is the first state to ban microbeads, tiny plastic particles found in many facial scrubs and exfoliants. They're so small, sewage systems can't filter them out, so they end up polluting rivers and lakes. Sunday, Illinois' governor signed into a law, a measure to phase them out. In New York, I'm Mark Garrison. This is the Marketplace Morning Report. This is 8 p.m.
Support for NPR comes from NPR member stations and from Gevalia, over 150 years of Swedish expertise dedicated to the art of coffee making. Gevalia, rich, never bitter. From Uma, the smartphone for your home and business. Learn more at ooma.com/public radio. From Health Grades, committed to helping consumers make smarter healthcare choices. Health Grades, how America finds a doctor. Learn more at healthgrades.com. And from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, this is NPR.
This is 91.3 WLRN and HD1 Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and the Palm Beaches, and 91.5 WKWM and HD1 Marathon, Key West.
Program underwriter, you can raise awareness about your business and support your favorite public radio station at the same time. Our listeners are affluent, well-educated, and are often the decision makers at their place of business. Learn more by calling Michael Payton at 305-350-7978.
Semi today with a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s today. Right now, it is 80 degrees at 8 o'clock.
Good morning. The Taliban has claimed responsibility for an attack on Pakistan's busiest international airport. Militants battled security forces there for hours. More than 20 people are dead. The latest on Morning Edition from NPR News.
South Florida's brush fire season goes out with a parting gift, a smoky haze that's making for a rough morning commute. We have that and other stories ahead in WLRN Miami Herald News.
This hour, NPR's Gregory Warner takes us to the
sparkling gasoline. Visit fuelinggood.com. Citgo, fueling good.
Guess who's coming to Kendall? It's H.H. Gray and H.
Vive esta experiencia virtual hoy mismo.
Así que ya lo saben.
Y tenemos para ustedes a los número unos en muchos renglones. Nos da muchísimo gusto darle la bienvenida a Fernán Amandi, el gran encuestador que vimos ayer en otro programa, y al jefe de